Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel, and here it is Mix It Up Monday, and I am really having a good time with making these different mixes. But this one's going to be a little different. This one is not like the master mixes that you just that I've done, like the master cake mix and the master baking mix and the muffin mix. This is going to be a rice mix. It's a perfect side dish. And I got this from my Make a Mix cookery book. Look at $4.95. I've had this since like the late 80s, and the publisher date was 1978. So I'm going to tell you what, if you can find this one, and then there's a second one, if you find them at a thrift store or a yard sale, or you can still go online and get them, they're the best. But the mix I'm going to do is the onion flavored rice mix. This is going to make for us, it'll make about 4 side dishes. So I like that. But I'm going to make it with the bistro blend. It calls for uncooked long grain rice, but I think because it's going to be the onion flavored, it would be super good with this bistro blend, which is brown rice, red white rice, red wheat berry, and wild rice. And I think that it would just be good with this, and it's just going to cook the way you would cook your normal rice. So I'll just cook this the way I would normally cook it, but it's going to have so much flavor. So let me get my little spoon so I can mix this up. Hang on, I gotta get my little whisk. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Now the instructions for this are really simple, but like I said, I kind of tweaked it a little bit because I'm using this kind of rice and not the regular white rice, the long grain rice. But it's just the rice, and it will call for 4 cups of uncooked long grain rice. I'm using my bistro blend. 2 of the packages of onion soup mix, so that's just, I happen to have like 5 of these downstairs in my main pantry, so I thought this will be perfect. So it's 2 packages of the onion soup mix, and a tablespoon of parsley flakes, and it calls for a teaspoon of salt, but I cut that in half because I know there's salt in that onion soup mix, and I don't like things super salty. So basically we're just going to mix all these together, and then I have brought 4 pint jars out because I'm going to divide it evenly, because when I cook rice, it has here to 1 1/3 cups of onion flavored rice mix with 2 cups of water and some butter or margarine. But I cook my rice in my Instant Pot, and I usually do equal amounts of rice and water. So what I'll do is I'm going to put it in these pint jars, and then I know that I'm just going to put them in here. When I open one, I'm going to pour that in my Instant Pot, and I'm going to fill the jar to the same level with water. Maybe a little dollop of some butter on there. But now I'm just going to mix this really well in here so it's all nicely mixed. I want to make sure it's going to be so good. Okay, I'm going to have to make sure that that gets mixed up in there. Okay. Super simple to do. Now I'm making 4 side dishes that are just kind of a grab and go thing. Literally, I can grab them right off of my, grab it right off the pantry shelf, put it in my Instant Pot, and go for it. So there's going to be 1 cup. I'm just going to start with 1 cup and make sure I get all the little powder in there. Just going to divide these. Usually when I make a side dish for Brian and I do it with about 1.5 cups, anywhere from between 1 cup and 1.5 cups of rice in my Instant Pot. So this will be fine. So now, that's got that. I want to get that flavoring in there. Now I'm just going to kind of top it off, each one of them. So good. I'm going to make them even. Perfect. So I know I'm just going to do these even, water and rice. I know I'm going to do that. But in the instructions, like I said, it says 1 1/3 cups of rice with 2 cups of water, because back when they wrote this book, they didn't have Instant Pots. So they cooked everything on the stove, and it took a lot longer. All right. Just that simple. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go put a top on there. I'm going to vacuum seal it, and then I'm probably going to put a little label on the top. I'll label that this is onion flavored rice, and I'll just pop that in the Instant Pot, and it's going to be a great side dish. So this was a quick and easy little mix. So I will do another rice dish here in just a second. All right, I've got my onion flavored wild rice sealed up and ready to set on the cabinet. Look at there, I've got 4 side dishes made in just that quick time. But now I'm going to make 4 more. It's going to be awesome. So I'm making, again, out of this awesome book that I have had forever, I'm making the chicken flavored rice. This is simple. And of course, I made a little, well, not really much of a difference. Chicken flavored rice, 4 cups of long grain rice, and I have it here. And then 4 tablespoons of instant chicken bouillon, and I have that in here. 1 teaspoon of salt, I cut that in half. 2 teaspoons of dried tarragon. I don't have dried tarragon, so I'm just skipping it. 2 teaspoons of dried parsley flakes, and, well, no, I added extra parsley flakes in lieu of the tarragon, and 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, and that is all in here. And just like the other rice, we're just going to mix this around. So you just pop this in. It's already flavored, and it's not boring, bland, old white rice. It has got this excellent flavor from the chicken broth and the herbs and the parsley and all that stuff. It's just going to be great. So I'm just going to mix this up. I want to get those little chunks out. Let me get those little bouillon clumps out. Of course, this is a good reminder to make sure you wash your hands really well before you work with food in your kitchen, because you never know when you're going to have to do this. Okay, so now, there we go. And now I'm going to 4 little funny size pint jars, also squatty pints I got here. And I'm going to get my little measure here. And we're going to do the same thing. 1 cup measures in each one. Now all I have to do, I wrote on the top of those to put equal rice and water on the top of those jars, which is pretty much what I do. You just cook these the way you would normally cook your rice. In the book, like I said, they probably have you doing a little bit more there because, you know, they didn't have Instant Pots back then. You don't have to use as much water as you did back then. So, look at this. In the time of this video, I have easily done the prep work for 4 side dishes. I want to get that seasoning in each one of these. Get some of that extra seasoning. Okay, so there it is. 4 side dishes of chicken flavored rice mix. They look good already with all the, look at the little parsley in there. It looks so good. So I'm going to put the seals on these and I'll bring you back and show you when they're done. All right, there you have it. I have 8 side dishes right there, and I'm fixing to make 4 more. That's going to give me 12 side dishes in just a short period of time. So another recipe out of here is for the Mexican rice mix. Now it calls for 1/2 cup of green pepper flakes. I don't have green pepper flakes, so I decided I was going to add in red pepper flakes, and I'm only going to do a couple of tablespoons of red pepper flakes, which I have here, because I want it to be hot and spicy, but not too much. So that's what I've got. But it's 4 cups of long grain rice, and normally the 1/2 cup of green pepper flakes, but I've got 2 tablespoons of red pepper flakes. 4 teaspoons of salt, but you guys know I cut back on that, so I only have 2 teaspoons of salt. 5 teaspoons of parsley flakes, and 1 teaspoon of dried basil. And that's what's going in with this rice. And I'm just going to mix that up like I did everything else. Now if I wanted to, I could put a little bit of chicken bouillon in here, but I'm not going to, because it might depend upon what I'm actually what I'm cooking with this rice. So I don't want any kind of meaty flavor in there. So I'm just going to mix that up nice. Perfect. Okay, same thing. I'm going to get my 4 little squatty pints over here, and this is just so cool. I'm actually really having a good time doing these Mix It Up Monday videos because I love these in my pantry, and I just have never really taken time to do tons of them at once. But this is it. This is so cool. It's all good. So this would be 12 side dishes that all I have to do is grab it, open the jar, put it in my Instant Pot or on the stove. If you don't have an Instant Pot, you just cook it the way you do your regular rice. And it's ready to go. I'm going to make these all even. I love it. There we go. I don't need that anymore. Get all the parsley off. And it looks cool too because it's not just plain old white rice. You get some of that seasoning in there. Okay. Sorry. One of my jars fell. All right. Now, let's take a look at that. See how it looks? So now, ooh, look. All the little bits in there. So good. All right, now I'm going to seal those up and I'll come back and show you the completed project. All right, here we have it. I have 4 side dishes of Mexican rice mix. I have 4 of chicken flavored, and that looks really, really good. And then I have 4 of the onion flavored wild rice mix, and those are going to be right there, ready to go. All I have to do is grab one of these, fill the jar with water, pour it in the pot, and cook it, and I will have a lovely flavored side dish. So I hope you give these a try. And now, I don't even know, maybe I will go, I think I'll make a few drink mixes next. Maybe I'll do that. So I don't know, I just love this book and I can make all of them, and maybe I'll probably get close to that because I am on a mission. So anyway, there you have it. I hope you guys give this a try. If you do and you like it, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.